Let's get started with the current ratio. To understand that, take this balance sheet. This balance sheet says your current liability is 150, your current asset is 100. Now what is wrong with this balance sheet is your current liability is basically a liability which is repayable within a period of 1 year, and current asset is an asset which can be converted back into cash within a period of 1 year. And what is wrong with this balance sheet is within a period of 1 year this firm should repay 150, but for repaying 150 it can generate reserve only to the extent of 100. Okay, so they should pay 150, but for paying 150 they can generate only 100 from their resources. It means obviously they are going to be in trouble to the extent of 50. How? Current liability 150, pay from current asset 100, still 50 will be pending, and those 50 are current liabilities. Current liability can comprise of your sundry creditors, your trade suppliers, your bankers, short-term lenders, and none of these guys are going to be patient if you are not going to pay that 50. They'll take you for a ride virtually. They'll file suit against you. They'll file cases. You will get into litigation. Your business will come to halt. It will come to end if these guys are not going to be paid on time. It means the message is, if you have so much of current liability, your current assets should be at least 150, or ideally your current assets should be greater than 150. Or ideally what should have that firm would have done is they should have tried to keep their current liability below 100, which was not happened, or which has not happened. Okay, so they should have at least taken an effort to increase their current asset to at least 150 or greater than 150. Neither that happened. Okay, so this firm will be in serious trouble. So what is the message I am trying to convey here is, look at the current liability. If current liability is going to be greater than current asset, then obviously that firm will be in serious trouble. Now this can also be inferred from a ratio called current ratio. Now look at this ratio. I'll give the formula. Current ratio is simple: current asset divided by current liability. Ratio is very simple. It is current asset divided by current liability. In this case, what is the current asset? It is 100. What is the current liability? It is 150. Current asset is 100, current liability is 150. If I calculate, the value is going to be something like 0.666, so I'll round off as 0.67. Now what does this number communicate to me is, the liquidity position of this company is very weak. Now I need not even look at the balance sheet. By looking at this current ratio, automatically I can come to a conclusion: the liquidity position of this firm is very weak. They are in serious trouble. And how do I say all this? All this because this number, current ratio, is less than 1. Could you catch me? This number, current ratio, is less than 1. That indicates that this firm is not in a right position to meet its short-term liabilities. And what is the significance of that number being less than 1? Let's see. If your current asset and current liability is 100 and 100, what will be your current ratio? Current ratio will be current asset divided by current liability. It will be 100 on 100, and the ratio will be 1:1. It means for paying 1 rupee of liability, you have 1 rupee of asset. That is the understanding. Okay, liquidity position looks like to some extent manageable. Otherwise, let's say my current asset is 100, my current liability is 150, and the ratio is 100 divided by 115, and what we got is 0.67. I would say 0.67:1. It means for paying 1, what you have is 0.67. You are facing a shortage of 0.33, right? Here for paying 150, you have only 100, you are facing a shortage of 50. So understand, if the ratio is 1:1, it means for paying 1 you have 1. Fine. Here The ratio is 0.67 is to 1. It is below 1. It means for paying 1, you have only 0.67. It means you are in a trouble. Now let me change the figure. Let's say my current asset is 100. My current liability is only 50. Now what happens? Current asset divided by current liability. It is 100 divided by 50 and the number is 2. I would say 2 is to 1. It means for paying 1 rupee, the resources available are 2. So I think this indicates something, a comfortable position, right? Because for paying 1, you have 2. For paying 50, you have 100. So this indicates that your liquidity position is very, very comfortable, because when your current liability, when your creditors, when your lenders, when they come and ask you for payment of this 50, you can pay them very happily because you have a resources of 100. So your liquidity position is 2 times of your obligations. Okay, your resources are 2 times of your obligations. So we say 2 is to 1. So understand here, the current ratio of 1 is to 1 indicates your resources are matching your obligations. Okay, or I'll put it like this. This is your obligation, this is your resource. Your resources are matching your obligation, but here if you take, what is your resource? It is only 0.67, whereas your obligation is 1, and here your resources are 2, your obligation is 1. So understand the significance. Current ratio will help you to understand what is the liquidity position of the business just by having a look without even going deeper into the balance sheet. If I look at a ratio like this, I can conclude the liquidity position of the business is very weak. If I look at a ratio like this, 2 is to 1, I can conclude liquidity position is very comfortable. And this ratio, I cannot take a decision. I cannot conclude whether they are doing well or not doing well, because sometimes this ratio can be misleading. Sometimes this ratios can be misleading. So I'm not that okay with 1 is to 1, but this is something good, but this is very, very dangerous. So that is the significance of current ratio.